Suzuki is helping sport tourers make a comeback. With the rise of adventure bikes over the past decade, sport tourers got shoved aside, relegated to the dark corners of showroom floors. Development cycles stretched out and model updates became few and far between. Not everyone wants a motorcycle with a 19-inch front wheel, a 34-inch seat height, and a jungle gym's worth of crash bars. As the name implies, sport tourers combine go-fast performance and touring prowess into a single package. What's not to love about a superbike engine tuned for the street? A chassis built for both speed and comfort and ergonomics that won't make you cry uncle after an hour in the saddle. With their 17-inch wheels shod with grippy radials, sport tourers love to lean, and modern electronic rider aids help keep things in check. The GT's bodywork is distinctive and angular, with a wedge-shaped front fairing that juts sharply forward and houses a V-shaped LED position light and a pair of monofocus LED headlights. Attached to the top of the fairing are mirrors perched on the ends of long stalks and a non-adjustable windscreen. Lower fairing panels keep the radiator and much of the engine hidden, and they are vented to pull hot air out and away from the cockpit. Walk comfort was an important consideration in the GT's development. All the rider and passenger touchpoints, the handlebar, footpegs, and rear grab handles are rubber damped to minimize vibration. Compared to the GSX S1000F, the handlebar is 0.9 inch wider and 0.6 inch closer to the rider, allowing for more steering leverage and a nearly upright seating position. The wide, slightly dished rider's seat sits 31.9 inches off the deck and is comfortable enough for long days in the saddle. A sporty amount of cornering clearance necessitated high placement of the footpegs, sacrificing some legroom, and they are positioned just below the rider's hips. To further enhance the GT's touring ability, Suzuki gave the bike a 6.5-inch full-color TFT display, all-new switchgear, and Bluetooth connectivity. The TFT has a large analog-style tachometer, a digital speedometer, and a fuel gauge on the left side, as well as an array of bike and trip info on the right. It also has a sensor that automatically switches the background from white in bright light to black in low light. Buttons on the left switchgear allow the rider to adjust settings and navigate menus. Installing the Suzuki MySpin smartphone app and pairing via Bluetooth provides access to contacts, phone, maps, music, and calendar functions, which are displayed on the TFT screen. You'll need a Bluetooth helmet headset to make/receive calls, listen to music, or hear turn-by-turn directions. A USB port on the dash provides on-the-go charging for devices. Being derived from a superbike championship-winning sport bike like the GSX or 1000, the GSX S1000GT has a massive twin-spar cast aluminum frame that surrounds the engine and attaches to a cast aluminum swing arm. KYB suspension, a fully adjustable 43mm inverted fork, and a link-type rear shock that's adjustable for preload and rebound is taut yet comfortable. Brembo 4-piston radial mount monoblock front calipers are mated to fully floating 310mm rotors, and they offer strong power and precise feedback. A Nissan 1-piston rear caliper squeezes a 240mm disc. The GT rolls on 6-spoke, 17-inch cast aluminum wheels shod with Dunlop RoadSmart 2 Sport touring radials that deliver reliable grip and neutral cornering behavior. Like the GSX S1000, the GT is powered by a 999 cubic centimeters inline 4 adapted from the GSX or 1000K5. It's been retuned to make the engine more suitable for the street, but there's still plenty of heat in the kitchen. On Jet Tuning's rear-wheel dyno, the GSX S1000 churned out 136 horsepower at 10,200 RPM and 73 pound-feet of torque at 9,300 RPM. Updates to the engine include new camshaft profiles, new valve springs, new throttle bodies, a revised airbox, and a Euro 5 compliant 421 exhaust. Together they result in an extra 2 horsepower at the peak and smoother horsepower and torque curves. The GSX S engine is a gem with no rough edges. From cracking open the throttle above idle to twisting the grip to the stop, power comes on cleanly and predictably. Slaloming back and forth on a series of curves with grace and confidence requires accurate additions and subtractions of fuel and air, and the Suzuki mixes them perfectly. Using a throttle-by-wire system, turning the right grip directly activates the throttle position sensor, which sends instantaneous signals to a servo motor that precisely moves the throttle plates. Throttle response is further enhanced by a long, tapered intake tract that is narrower at the bottom where the 10-hole injectors are located.